What's going on, you guys? I hope you're all having a great morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you may be watching this video. So I got a pretty special video planned out for today. We're going to be meeting up with my buddy Thomas, who drives a modified WRX STI. And we're going to be seeing how my modified Toyota GR86 does against it. So what I'm actually thinking about doing is meeting up with him at a location where we can first of all talk about what we have done to both of the cars. And then afterwards, maybe do a few races between both the cars to see how they compare. So with that being said, enough talk. Let's go ahead and get the 86 pulled out onto the driveway. That way we can start it up and let it warm up for a few minutes. And then that way we can head out to the meetup spot. Look who we got here. Yo, what's up, you guys? We're both gonna get parked up. That way we can go ahead and talk about what we have done to both the cars.
What's up, guys? I'm Thomas. This is my 2018 STI.
So you want to go over a little bit of kind of like what you have done to it so far?
So I have the IAG AOS right here. I have the Cobb bypass valve. I have, you can't see it, but I have a Killer Bee oil pan, the baffle, and the pickup tube.
Nice,
and I
nice.
have a Heron pitch stop now.
I was actually planning on getting the little baffle kit for my car also. In the oil pickup tube, it's literally so bad. Like, that's literally a known problem with my car, is the RTV and the pickup tube literally gets clogged so bad. So those oil baffle pans are like really good. I don't know how it is for these cars also. Do these?
I mean, when I was looking at modding this car, I was not going for power. The things I looked up on YouTube is reliability and mods that did not need it to.
That's what you want though at the end of the day. You want to be able to get into your car and just be able to drive it with no issues, man. That's what matters most. Having fun though, having a little bit of extra horsepower always is nice too though.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting an intake, a bigger intercooler, and then a downpipe. I would be making like 350.
Okay.
That's like a lot of money.
Yeah, of course. How much do you think, you haven't ever dynoed your car, have you?
No, it's just stock numbers, so about 300 torque and horsepower.
Okay, yeah, that's on my car with E85. I've never really dynoed on my car either, so people say on E85 you're expected to see around like 240, 250 ish. So I mean, my car is a little bit lighter weight than your car is.
Yeah,
I know
this weighs about 3,400.
34. I'm pretty sure my car weighs around like 28 or 29. So that's what I'm saying. It should be a really interesting to see how they're gonna do against each other.
Got these tow hooks. I'm not sure what brand they are, but they're front.
Looks nice. It matches really nice with the STI badge right here.
Aftermarket STI, all these badges, the center cap.
I remember you were telling me about that at the last video that we're filming together.
They were kind of faded from the previous owner. This car is not really, when I got this, very on the outside. The exterior is not very good. So the badges, I feel like I could just brighten them up. Yeah, it's another thing too, like the small little subtle things like that. Honestly, you don't really think that it would make such a big difference, but when you get like new ones on there, man, it really just it does make a big difference. You were telling me a little bit about this off camera, but you want to go over also kind of what you have in the front end over here? So this is the EOS CS style front lip.
That looks really nice.
That's in gloss black, and then these side skirts are also the EOS CS style, which they don't come in gloss black, but we put a gloss like spray over them, which,
dude, it looks almost like it was like paint match. That looks perfect almost.
It could use a little bit of wet sanding, but maybe
it's good with the black too, because when you have like the glossy black, it almost looks like you went through the process of paint matching them. That's one thing about my car I would really like to do, is paint match my side skirts and front lip. But dude, that looks really nice, man. I really like how that looks.
That with black.
Yeah.
But this is actually the black like crystal silica, which the paint is really cooked, so you can't see it, but it does have a white sparkle somewhere in there. And then I also have the CS style rear spats, which we also did, and they came out a lot better than the side skirts, I want to say.
Oh, I can see this really big exhaust over here. What you got over here?
I kind of forget about that. That is the Greddy single exit exhaust.
Okay.
So,
how do you think it sounds? Do you like it, or?
I do love it. It's a catback.
Okay,
so,
that's nice.
I think it sounds not too loud, but not
just that right tone.
Yeah,
I feel you.
The exhaust on these really do suck, and I think I waited too long to
get an exhaust. That was like one of the first things I did on my car, was an exhaust. I love it though. To be honest, my car is a little bit loud, but it's good, man.
EOS gloss black diffuser.
Nice. Is that factory, this little fourth brake light right here, or is that?
No, I put that in and then I cut around it. So
okay,
like
yeah, that looks really nice, honestly. Really and then of course the rear tow hook. You got something with the tail lights too, I see.
So I like the stock tail lights. I was gonna keep them. I found these on Marketplace, and then I sent them to him actually, and it was my birthday, and he got them for me.
Oh, dude, that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
So they're just the stock tail lights.
It's like kind of like a sick design in it too. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to pick it up on the camera, but
this one's a lot.
Oh, well, yeah, with the sun.
Snake on it.
Oh, are they different designs?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sick.
So these are just the stock tail lights, but not.
Dude, way to make it unique, man.
Her Instagram is Emma's Engravings.
Awesome, yeah. For anybody who may want to do something like this on theirs.
She's down in Apollo Beach.
Dude, I don't really think I've ever seen anything like that before.
I thought they were different. I thought they would look cool.
Yeah, for real.
And then about suspension setups. So these are just the stock wheels.
Okay.
I was thinking about getting different wheels, but I really love these stock wheels.
Yeah, I mean, they look really nice. Do you have anything in mind that you were kind of wanting to go for if you were to switch to aftermarket?
I don't really. I was thinking about TEs.
TEs, yeah. I mean, they always look good, man. They always look good on no matter what you put them on.
These wheels
classic, bro. You can't go wrong with them. You can't go wrong with them.
I'm sitting on the Bilstein B8 struts.
Okay.
RC yellow lowerings.
How does it handle on those?
It handles really good.
Okay.
It was on just the stock struts and e-box springs before, and my struts wore out. So
really?
These on Marketplace
yep.
for absolute steal.
Can't go wrong with it.
Amazing.
Can't go wrong, man. So can't go wrong with some Marketplace deals.
Maybe coilovers in the future.
Hey, I mean, if it handles how it is right now, yeah, you can maybe down the line you could switch to it if you want to. But I mean, if it handles how good it is right now, I wouldn't switch.
And then it has 20mm spacers
all around. Yep, that looks really nice.
And then about the interior. So for the shifter setup, it's a Cartboy short shifter.
Okay, nice, nice.
It's a lot better than the stock one, and then I just recently put on this carbon fiber steering wheel, which I got also for
dang, look at that.
On like Subi mods are like $700. I got mine for $200.
Dang, that's a good price, bro.
Really, and then I also have the doing Apple CarPlay head unit.
That always helps out as well. Is that a brand new steering wheel too, or is it?
Brand new.
Dude, I was gonna say $200. Holy crap, that's a great deal, man. A lot of people have told me to do the same on my car. Is get a carbon steering wheel, kind of like to match all the carbon accents. And then some people, I don't know if you're familiar with his content. Have you ever heard of B11? Before he does like he had a turbo BRZ.
Oh yeah, I think you did a video.
Yeah, video with him. Yeah, and he had a short throw shifter in his car, and I could feel it instantly between my car and his, how much of a difference it makes.
Yeah, there was definitely a big difference. And then the steering wheel, I just felt like it felt so cheap compared to the rest of the car.
Hey, nice little upgrade right there. Yeah, for sure.
So this is a 2018. It only has 20,000 miles.
Wow, man.
I got it in May 2023, so almost 2 years.
Okay.
So
you've loved it so far?
I have.
That's awesome, man. That's what matters most.
And it sounds really good.
Yeah, that's another thing too, bro. You want it to sound good and drive good, so that's awesome, man.
I also have a Koyo radiator.
Okay.
I kind of forgot I have that on.
Just the little small things. You kind of just forget about things.
Reliability stuff,
yeah.
So.
You kind of want to get that stuff all out of the way first, which is nice. That way, when time comes where you do want to start putting the intake and doing all the more power and stuff like that, you don't really have to worry about it. I guess like braking, or you could say. But that's awesome, man.
Another thing I was gonna put on that I kind of was debating is the cylinder 4 cooling mod. Which a lot of people say you need and stuff, but I'm in a Subaru group on Facebook, and I did put out that question, and a lot of people, like I would say 70% of the people, said they ended up taking them off more often than
wow,
because it causes problems and it has a coolant leak sometimes. So I don't know.
Is that like a known issue with your car? Is like the cylinder 4?
Cylinder 4 blowing up. So,
okay, yeah, I've never actually heard of that before, so that's interesting to hear.
Have it on just because
it's kind of like a debate on whether or not it's really worth doing.
I do have it. I mean, it's only like a $90 mod you can do, and you just have to get through all that nonsense over there. So, but I mean, yeah, that's like one of those mods that's kind of like one of those debatable things on whether or not it's worth kind of just sitting, whether or not, yeah, I feel you. All right, you guys, for those of you who don't know what I have done to my car, I'm pretty much just going to give you guys like a quick rundown. So in the front, I have some PLM catless unequal length headers down on the bottom right over there. And then for the front, if you guys look closely, I actually have a Velocitec Ram air intake. It's really nice because if I ever want to, I can just come over to this switch right here and just turn the light in the front on and off, which is a really nice feature. If you guys look closely right here, I actually have the Delicious Tuning Flex Fuel Kit. It allows me to run full E85 in the car with the boosted performance tune that I have. Come around to the back over here, and a lot of you guys actually follow me because you guys have seen all my exhaust videos. So for those of you who don't know, this is my AWE track catback exhaust. I think it sounds awesome, especially paired with the headers, but it may be a little bit loud for some people's liking, but I think it sounds perfect. You guys can see I have the bright white raised gram lights right here. Paired with those, I have some BC coilovers. And then
cosmetic wise, I just have a bunch of carbon fiber, like the carbon fiber spoiler, the little taillight fins. I have side skirts. I just recently actually put on these brand new carbon fiber fenders and recently put on this carbon fiber hood as well. I think it looks really nice, especially when the hood is fully down, because it pairs really nicely in my opinion. I wasn't really a huge fan of the way that carbon fiber looked with just the hood. Now that we have the fenders on as well, I think it looks really nice. That's pretty much all I really have done to my car. I say it's full bolt on because, I mean, only thing I'm really missing is a overpipe and front pipe and then like an intake right here. But I mean, people say on an NA car like mine, an intake doesn't really do too much, you know, and I'll probably only see like 5 horsepower at most from something like that. So I guess that's technically what I have done to my car. It really isn't much else. But
are these aftermarket headlights and taillights? Or
so these are actually factory for the taillights. You actually, actually they are.
Yeah, I was gonna say
they are. Yeah, they are
cool.
Aftermarket taillights. I worked with a company called Ultimate Motorsports on these taillights, and they actually never ended up releasing the set. It was kind of like a one-of-one thing, and there's a few sets online on the market right now. They're pretty similar to this Dragon's style taillights or something like that, but I'm thinking about actually selling these soon and maybe getting a clear set. So I mean, I don't know really, because I think it would look a lot nicer with, with the white wheels and everything. I think it would flow a lot nicer too. These are actually just overlays, they're not aftermarket emblems.
Yeah, so you posted that company and I went on there to see if they had anything from mine.
They have, so it's just like overlays. They're just kind of like stickers almost, and I did it for the Toyota badge and then the GR badge and then steering wheel right here too. And then I have this little aftermarket shifter. It's a little dinky. It wasn't too heavy compared to the factory shifter, but it's nice. I'm thinking about maybe changing it out to something else because it gets dirty really quickly. So I'll have to just see, but that's pretty much what I have done about my car, besides all the little carbon accents and stuff too. It's all the small stuff. I don't really do too much on the interior of my car, you guys know me. Oh yeah, that sounds really good. I like how that sounds, honestly. That's like really, really deep.
In the morning, when cold starts, it's so good.
Oh really? Is it really loud? Oh, that sounds so good. That sounds really nice, man. So we're actually heading out right now so that way we can get a few runs in between Thomas's STI and my Toyota 86. You guys heard? Thomas is making probably around 300 wheel horsepower and around same for torque. If I had to guess, I'm probably making around 240 to 250 wheel horsepower. There's around a 400 to 500 pound weight difference between both the cars and around a 50 horsepower difference as well. So this should be interesting to see how both the cars are gonna do. was crazy. So what we're gonna go ahead and do now is we just hopped off the highway. We're actually gonna try and find a location now where we can do a little dig run from. Considering Thomas's car is all-wheel drive, it should do a lot better than my car will because mine is rear-wheel drive and his is all-wheel drive.
Yeah, 50 was perfect.
Dude, it was golden right there. It was like the perfect match when we were doing at 50 miles an hour.
Your gears are so much longer.
Yeah, they are. That's one thing I noticed, and how much longer my gears are than your guys' car. But dude, it was such a close race, dude. That was sick, man.
It's like at 40 and 60 are just, he's pulling on 50.
Yeah, 50 was where it was perfect at. It does actually, yeah. Let me see if I actually have it turned on actually. Considering I am tuned by Boosted Performance, there is actually launch control on my car. The last time I actually used it was when I took my car down the drag strip, which was a little while ago. Let's do it. Ready? Are you ready? Appreciate it, dude. Thank you, man. Damn, that's loud. Holy crap. All right.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Into this gas station right here just to end off the video real quick, but you guys are gonna have to let me know down in the comments below what you think. That was such a great race between both the cars in my opinion, and it was super interesting to see how they would do. That was such a fun time. I really appreciate you guys coming out. It was a lot of fun. It was really interesting to see how your car would compare against mine. And you know, maybe when the time comes, if you decide that you want to put a little bit more power into it, maybe we can run it back again, you know, and maybe see how much of a difference it will make then. But I appreciate you guys for coming out. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give it a like down below. It helps me out so much. Make sure you guys go check out their Instagram and social media pages if you guys haven't already. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.